Alright folks, welcome back to the American Dota League. It is Season 2, the end of Week 3, the last game, and the last series of the night. It's Top 5 versus Osiris Gaming. A strong series to start things off with Osiris versus Osiris, but now here to finish it off is Top 5 coming in and of course facing off against the team that has played the most games of the ADL thus far, Osiris, who have done really well, but they're kind of stumbling here and there. And to be fair, they've had a couple of rough games, and Ziz has done his absolute best, but we'll see if they can get the victory in this one as we move forward. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mott, and with me to round it all out is Cattle Guy. How you doing, sir?
Mott, I'm doing great. Happy to, be by your side once again as we look to take it home here in our second game of the second series. And, well, Top 5 looked pretty good there in their last matchup against Osiris. And Osiris, I don't know if they got another new stand-in here. MG, is that another new gentleman or lady that is joining the roster? I'm not too sure.
That's
but
probably Glacius.
and another name change. I believe Yuna was once S.
I think
they're not
SN.
making...
Yuna and S, I think we're both SN at some point. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Not making it easy. I know that.
I can't keep track of these freaking North American players. My God, man. I'm casually throwing out, oh, it's Glacius, and everyone's like, who the hell's Glacius? I don't know who that person is, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of hoping to make a name for yourself, but no one's gonna remember a name that changes every match. So
I think for North American players, it's actually the opposite. They don't want to be known. I think, for whatever reason, and
I want to be known for my skill, not for my name.
They're like, oh yeah, I made this really good play, but I also can make a really, really bad play, and I don't really care to be famous or what have you. It's just like, I don't know. For North American players, they seem to be a bit antisocial when it comes to the Dota community and what have you, but there are some nice people out there and some people that have really played well here for both North American squads and really every North American squad in the ADL thus far. It just happens to be that Osiris have like a million stand-ins and every single one of them don't like using real names.
Well, it is what it is, I guess. They want the attention they'll get and they think they deserve, but regardless, we get to see Naga for the first time this evening, Mott. This is exciting, everyone. Throw out the resident sleepers, baby. It's going to be a very predictable, what I would assume be carry Naga, go in the late game, get a Radiance, be a real pain in the ass, but we'll see how Osiris can do it within their hands. And, of course, Top 5 are going to be able to take advantage of the pickup of the Invoker now for the mid lane. So now, they had Invoker last game, didn't they?
No,
they didn't. No. So we'll see what they can do with it now. I mean, Osiris, they picked it up. They had it run solo in the safe lane. It was very, very hard for him. Early troubles in the lane. Went with an Orchid build-up, then the Necro Book. And all in all was a Quas Wex kind of get up. We'll see if Top 5 like to shift things in their own right, maybe go a little more aggressive, maybe look to have a little more global synergy, a middle lockdown, maybe get a Shadow Demon and do some epic Sunstrike combos, That'd be pretty nice.
They've got a lot of options here, and that's the really good thing about this lineup now is that they can choose whatever. I expect a Dazzle right now, or an Ancient Apparition. Either of those heroes, pick it Top 5. You know you want to. As they can't pick the Bat Riders, they had that last game, which, by the way, oh, boom, called it. That was so very difficult.
Very nice, my friend, very nice.
Thank you. But I was going to say, actually, we've actually had a lot of really good games today. Games that have been back and forth and heroes that you might not usually see. And I don't know, we've had close games, really close games in the ADL thus far, but nothing has been as close as tonight's action, I'd say.
It's been good. It's been good. A lot of people would look at these kind of matchups and they're like, oh, we're just going to see second, third tier kind of NA quality matches. But these guys can put on quite a good show, and it's a lot of fun. And if you like what you're seeing and you also want to watch on Dota TV, $3.99 can get you that ticket and also get you a sweet and sexy, beautiful, minimalistic black monolith HUD, baby. Mott unfortunately can't show it off, but just trust me when I say this HUD is beautiful.
If you want to buy me a new graphics card, I certainly will show it off, as I'm looking for what has caused the potential issue, but results have not yet been found.
We assure you the HUD is not something to crash your computer. Just Mott apparently is racist towards HUDs. It is what it is.
It is, and it's not just that HUD, it's every HUD as well. So, but yeah, I mean, like we said, go ahead and pick up that ticket. And the good thing is, too, you don't have to go searching for YouTube to find these VODs. If you want to watch games that have been really good from tonight, you could just check them out in game. And honestly, it's probably worth it, too. The also interesting thing is, I mean, it's 3.99, and to support North America Dota, why not do that stuff? So go ahead. But if you prefer to just watch using YouTube and Twitch, the VODs will be posted at youtube.com/American Dota League, and we'll have these games highlighted up as soon as possible. On top of all that, tonight is going to be the last night for Week 3 for Group B matches. Group A is going to start off with Team Liquid versus For Sweet Revenge. That'll be Saturday. This Saturday starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time or Standard. I don't know where we are right now, but enough about that. We're into the draft. Enchantress, Marana, more Fedora tips going the way of Osiris Gaming.
Oh, absolutely. The resplendent queen is back. My neckbeard is fluffed, milady. Fedora, intensified tipping happening in your honor. Doesn't matter, though. I love the good sleep arrow combo. It works so good if you can get the timing and synergy there, so it's a cute little thing they have right there. And I also really do like the Enchantress grab up on top 5. I feel like not enough teams are really taking advantage of her and all the aggression she can bring out early in the game. Now, you have to hope for the proper creeps to use, but just get an early smoke and you can really take it to your mid laner. Now, it is just going to be a Naga, and most of these greedy mid lane Nagas, they don't like to get the ensnare or anything like that, and you want to get her before she gets that song. So I think I would have to imagine that's something that top 5 is going to look to do.
Yeah, I definitely imagine an early Smoke of Deceit gang coming out with Enchantress and Dazzle, but if we're imagining it, that also means Osiris are going to know it's coming, so they'll have their supports ready for a TP mid very early on, or just roaming right around that mid lane, even looking for a gank of their own on the Invoker. And Enchantress is one of those heroes that certainly deserves a lot more play, but because of how Dota works now, and aggressive tri-lanes and defensive tri-lanes and other heroes being more important like a Dazzle or an Ancient Apparition, we rarely see it. Top 5, we know they can play these heroes. We know that they have the ability. There was a Visage microing 3 of those Visage birds in that last game. So whatever, more than likely going to be the Enchantress player here. And it's not even that difficult to micro some of these units. So expect to see a Dark Troll Summoner early on, or even a Centaur Conqueror just to come through and try to gank whoever they decide to go for. But top 5, they're looking at 2-0 Osiris, and before the last series, they were the king of 1-1ing every single team. And that's not the case anymore, but we'll see if they can tie it up this time around. Clockwork now getting picked up for top 5, so...
Shadow Demon, I knew it! I knew it! I wanted to call it, I knew it was going to be Shadow Demon. No, this is perfect. Osiris have a great draft going their way. I knew it. Shadow Demon just is so sweet.
Excited.
It's just, I love Shadow Demon. I'm trying to use him myself. I'm more of a defensive support player, and Shadow Demon is just, he gets shit done. This is going to be a very aggressive mid lane to counteract the aggressive early game that Enchantress is going to have. So I like the pickup, or if you just in dire need to quick TP in and then throw out a very defensive disruption to help from a gank coming the way towards Naga, that's there too. So fantastic hero, you know, well deserved at this pickup.
Yeah, Shadow Demon has been, I think... If you think about Bane and Shadow Demon and pretty much conjunction as like the same kind of hero for, you know, arrow combos, Shadow Demon provides so much more. But I love this pickup coming up from top 5. They go for the Juggernaut. This is something that we see not too often, but top 5 has run it before for Pat Soul. He's certainly very strong. Omni Slash, very, very good. And the good thing is, too, if you're Omniing, it's not going to matter if your Song of the Siren is up. It's not going to matter because you're just going to continue to jump. The more interesting thing as well is the Blade Fury is going to be doing work as well because that gives you that magic immunity. And on top of all that, you look at Nature's Attendants, you look at the Healing Ward, you look at Dazzle. It's going to be tough to bring any of these heroes down in a prolonged team fight. So.
Yeah, look for a lot of defensive Blade Furies coming out from this Juggernaut. This is a very touch and go kind of hero. If he gets the right opportunities, if he gets that path to work with and just kind of get the farm in his way, he can really control the pace of this game from the mid game out and look to end it early and really shut down this Naga. And, well, we'll see, man, if it comes down to proper execution. If Naga Siren gets to that point that we all hate and love at the same time, then Osiris definitely have this one in the bag. It's a matter of what they want to go with now to round things out. Now, if this is this going to be a support Mirana, or is this like a safe lane? They might go with some sort of other support here.
I feel like after what we've seen from Osiris tonight, there's no way this is a safe lane Mirana. I don't expect to see it. It's going to be like off lane next, Mirana, Shadow Demon, and then whatever they want to pick up here, which is, well, something to go up against the Juggernaut, something that works well maybe against, well, all of this initiation. No, they go for the Puck, actually, which now means that maybe it's the safe lane support Naga. Mix. And then, well, I'm thinking safe lane Naga, Nyx is still off, Puck is mid, And then Mirana, Shadow Demon still supporting. That makes the most sense to me. I'm not sure if you agree. It really depends on who's playing it, I suppose.
Before they pick it, I'm going to wager Nyx will be joining as a support, and they're going to throw Puck in the off lane. I just feel like Puck off lane is like the latest craze.
Well, Baby J, he's playing it. I mean, well,
no.
I don't know. Baby J played the supports last game. You might have been right. Who knows? Well, jumping into the game here. It's the last game of the night for the ADL, and Ziz with his Pat and Asia Moore shout out, and to my nips as well. Thank you. My nips really do appreciate it, as they're pointy and sticking out like diamonds in my t-shirt. And that's going to give you some fan fiction out there. I don't know why I said that. Either way, for Osiris Gaming.
Fantastic.
Baby J and the Nyx Assassin probably supporting. Ziz is going to be on the Mirana. This time he's going to show how he could truly carry with that hero. SNSD Yuna, which I'm not sure who this is. I want to make a guess, but I'm not going to. Is going to be on the Shadow Demon. Willie's on the mid lane Naga Siren. We'll try to get as much CS as possible early on and try to carry this late, maybe about 35 minutes to get everything going. And then MG, who I believe to be Mers Glacius, on that puck down in that bottom lane. And it is, boom, called it. It is Mers Glacius with a very weird avatar, but that's going to be the lineup for Osiris.
Fantastic. Top 5 coming off that recent victory, looking to close out the night 2-0. Let's see if they can do it. Shanks is doing a bit of a run back on the Dazzle, picking up once again and flirting around the top lane. Already committed to the top lane, it's Pat Soul on his carry role. Very successful Spectre last go-around. This time he's going to play the Juggernaut. And also joining him in a nearby jungle, I imagine, is Whatever playing the Enchantress. Mid lane, it's going to be occupied by Mr. Fly playing the Invoker. And finally, your off-lane Clockwork on the Dire side is going to be Respect My Authority.
Yep, so that'll be it for the team of top 5. And, well, the Invoker versus the Naga matchup. And, well, Naga, once she gets some mirror images going, it's going to be difficult to deal with her. You got to bring her down, and AoE's, of course, going to stop her from farming. But she could always just send those illusions to the jungle. And, well, she's going to need to get a Coin Blade at some point. Otherwise, this is going to be a really rough landing. She probably will, but she wants her bottle first and foremost, I think. And then she'll probably just forego her Ring of Aquila. It used to be kind of like, I guess, Boots, Bottle, Ring of Aquila, and a Quelling Blade before you really got started on that Radiance. But we'll see if that's the choice for this Naga in the mid lane. For top, it's an aggro try right now against Pat Soul, who, well, they're going to take advantage of the fact that Whatever's in the jungle. They're going to use a disruption on an illusion, and, well, that got baited pretty hard, unfortunately. So, Yuna comes out, which, by the way, if you're not familiar, SNSD is a very famous girls K-pop band, I suppose, so.
Lovely.
It's just like...
Wouldn't have known that. Sorry.
That groan came out. You were not a big fan, apparently, of SNSD.
I don't know. It all sounds the same to me. I don't know what's happening, but...
Mid.
We'll see. Look at this early smoke. This is what we saw, though. Enchantress smoke, just so typical. Let's see if they can get it done. They have a Centaur. It's very nice. They have a Big Bird as well. They're making the run in. Willie's, goes out the illusions, but might be caught out. This looks very bad right now. Can he get away from this one? The Sunstrike, baby.
Bam.
Got it. Got it done. Whatever. Picks up the first blood. Classy job by top 5.
Yeah, he shrugs it off, just saying, whatever, and just goes back to the jungle.
Whatever. Easy, mate.
That mirror image almost confused them to the point of them not being sure which was the real one. Then they saw her running away and bottling up. They're like, get her! Fly throws up the Sunstrike, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Boys and girls, we've got ourselves a Sunstrike Invoker. Somebody that, well, is probably a lot more fun to watch than a Quaswex. And as much as I love Quaswex, it's... Sunstrikes are always cooler, but, well... Anything you could do, we could do better, says Osiris. They're going to smoke themselves, and they'll look for this mid lane Invoker. He's sitting very far back right now, top lane. And we saw this again. I don't know why they keep doing this, but the supports are missing from top, and it's pushed right under their tower. So Fly, you see where he's sitting. This is the situation. Like, if he goes forward here, he might get ganked, but they're going to throw up the disruption anyways. Arrow, no, they don't have it. He's still top. The Impale might fly. It is going to hit. There's a Teeper reaction. A bit too late. I'm surprised they got that kill.
Yeah.
That Nyx was very late in, and Shanks could have gotten that grave up, but he actually didn't have enough. Well, he doesn't have even... He
didn't have grave,
so...
Yeah, he was close to getting the level pop, but it wasn't there. Unfortunately, they felt like they wanted to be aggressive early, and it's just such a touchy thing as a Dazzle. And I know I play the hero, you're just like, okay, I got to commit to one of these spells, and I hope it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. And sure enough, if he had Shallow Grave there and a handy TB quickly, he could have saved him, but not going to be the case.
It's like a relationship with your abilities. You're just like, I don't know, is this really the right decision? My future's on the line right now, but... Well, Shanks, he'll get some mid experience, and he'll get up to level 3 just by soaking up mid, which is really smart considering the Invoker. Well, he did go down, and there's no point in staying top. They're not going to be able to really bring down this Mirana. Now the supports are roaming elsewhere, and you can see Yuna's like, okay, well, he's going to need to be babysat. And he's got to stick around potentially for a bit. He'll head down bottom for now and maybe think about helping out Glacius, who's playing the solo safe lane puck. And they're pulling for him as well, which means that he'll get some more CS. But yeah, I mean, for a while, the top 3 in CS were by Osiris, and they're still playing very, very well. In top 5, well, Pat Soul, Poison Touch actually going on Ziz. He's still got his leap, so they're going to have to force it out. Yeah, they're going to force it out first. Ziz is going to use it right when he's near the tower, but look at this damage coming from the Dazzle. And they're not going to get it, unfortunately. They would have to dive, and the Dark Troll Summoner was so close. He wanted that ensnare. That would have been the kill probably, but
yeah,
didn't go. Well, that Pale Bottom, though. Respect. Cogs. Oh, no! MG! Glacius jaunting through. They want this kill. The bottle charge, the flare. Phase shift not in time. What a solo kill. The Clockwork's like, yeah, I'll take that. Soul Catcher not latching. They're still diving. The bottle charge still going. He's got his stick charge as well. How is he surviving? He'll live and get the kill. You got to respect his authority. Seriously.
Yeah, I was gonna praise him. Like, that was the next thought I was gonna go into. Was surprised how much CS this Clockwork's managed to pick up for himself in this off lane, which should have been a bit tricky for him. But there's been just so much movement. I'm just keeping an eye on top lane in the meantime. Poison Touch flies here on Ziz, and Ziz will pull back. But he's been finding a fair amount of CS for himself, fair bit of, XP, and now with that kill, man, he's doing a fantastic job in the off lane.
Yeah, Clockwork is really, really, really loving it now. He's very close to 6, which with Ziz having some time, he's gotten to level 5 right now. And that's actually kind of surprising because they had some heroes up there as well, kind of leeching that experience. But he's not doing too poorly. He got Poison Touch, that debuff went away, he salved back up, and now he's ready to go and get some more CS. They put some pressure on the tower, but it's still a bit early for that. Maybe a level or 2 more on some of their cores and some of their supports, and they can start really pushing in. And especially with, like another point in Blade Fury and Healing Ward obviously being used would be really helpful. And Chantress wants to get maybe level 4 next as well. She has the urn already, which is coming out from that first blood, which is huge. But she's got to make use of it by getting kills and getting those urn charges up. So we'll see. They're pulling for Pat Soul. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Ziz has his phase now. And he can just eat a tree, however, with that tank going. Well, they're not going to really chase down Ziz or the Shadow Demon as we continue onward here at 5:47 in this last game of the night.
Yeah, it's been a bit of footsie action coming up from both teams, but no one making anything happen yet. I would suspect some ganks to come out, especially with the help of the Sunstrike. I'm sure he's itching to make something happen, but for now he's just contesting this Naga.
Thanks, top lane. What an arrow from Ziz, and it begins. As good as he was on that absolute fantastic Storm Spirit, well, he gets a nice arrow on that top lane on Shanks, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but...
No. Great arrow coming on top lane. Willie's now level 6, or now level 7 actually, so trying to gank this Naga is going to be pretty much the worst idea ever, as she'll be able to just free escape out. No TP on hand just yet. They try to make something happen.
Battery Assault, though, can cancel the animation. We talk about the Dance of Death with Shadow Fiend. It's almost the same kind of thing with Naga Siren, especially with Cold Snap, too. I don't know. They could go for this,
This is bad. They're in the Raptors. They're waiting to jump from above, and there they are. They jump right in. Respect my authority. Going right in, lays up the Sunstrike, and they rip apart the fish lady. Take her apart damn near quick, and now they're pushing in with the help of the Fort Spirits. Just made it look so easy.
Did you see her trying to cast that song? Did you see her arms go up and down like she was flopping like a fish?
The dance of death.
Yeah, so it's not just for the Shadow Fiend, but for a couple other heroes as well, including the Weaver can get locked down by Battery Assault and Cold Snap. I think Battery Assault alone might not have been enough. She probably would have gotten it off, but Cold Snap with it there, certainly enough. And that's just a nice kill. Excellent hook shot in from Respect. And this is exactly what you want to see. You're level 6 or 7, head mid or head elsewhere, and start fighting with that hook shot. Get ready to jump in and get some kills, and that's exactly what he did. Now the Naga, well, she did go for the kill. She went for Boots and she went for Quelling Blade and 40 CS, but still nothing to show for it. Now she has some time. She could send some illusions into the jungle, and that'll be fine. But it's going to be quite a bit before Willies gets that relic up, and it probably won't be that 14-minute relic or 14-minute ratings that we're used to seeing.
Well, 14-minute ratings is what we're seeing on someone like Arteezy, so you got to consider that fact that he might be almost in a league of his own on these Naga. Him and like Miracle and what have you. So for the next level down, for just where we are, I wouldn't be surprised off of it. Could be a 16, 15, 16, maybe 17-minute, but we'll see how he gets this far from here on out. I mean, it's going to be a lot harder to break him down. They did it one time already, so it is possible, but Song always makes it difficult.
The thing is, too, is that now he can't be too far up in lane. There's no tier 1 tower, and there's no way they're going to be able to TP fast enough. So they're either going to have to send a babysitter here, or he's just going to have to sit in jungle, and when the creep wave's far enough back, they can kind of just CS. He can't really be here in CS anymore. It's not going to work out, and Fly could certainly jump on him, and really any rotation from Respect or anybody from top. But top lane and Snare on Ziz. He's going to try to TP away. Omni Slash would stun him, but they can't get vision. Omni Slash, that first little use of the Omni Slash has a mini stun. So Pat Soul, if he had gotten that off, well, that TP would have been ended. But there was no vision. They had no flying vision if they had Firefly or something like that from a Bat Rider. Sadly, they don't. But now the tower is free for their taking as there is no Mirana. She's walking back. Slowly but surely, maybe they'll be able to defend this. Impale's going to fly, but they're going to dive. Omni Slash going through Spike Carapace a bit late. They're still going to try to get this kill, and will. Dreamcoil, Illusory, and the Starstorm doing work. Look at that. 2-for-1 trade, and, well, the Invoker's here, but Yuna going to throw up that disruption. Pat Soul still in trouble. He's got no Blade Fury. The Shadow Poison isn't going to be enough. There's the leap forward. Double kill for Ziz. Now Fly in trouble. Song going long range. Is it going to hit? Oh, he just got purged by Yuna, who just hit 6. Fly is dead. Illusory Orb. And Yuna with the right click and the Shadow Poison. That's like 4 dead when it's all said and done. Top 5 getting caught with their pants down, their hands in the cookie jar, whatever cliche you want to use. It wasn't very good.
They got a little too overzealous. They went in. They did get the job done taking on the Nyx Assassin, but they definitely paid for it. I mean, a fight you want is a fight that can be dictated by your Clockwork, and Clockwork not even involved in that whatsoever. Been just contesting out the farm in the bottom lane, trying to get a push going. So now Top 5 know they can't just take any sort of opportunity. They need to, think twice about what's the right time to make a fight happen.
Baby J, this has not been your day, my friend. Oh, man. Wow, he actually spiked the Sunstrike, but that's not going to be enough. Merz Glacius is going to TP in and try to help out, but it's a bit too late. And Fly was in the well when that was all happening, so the spike to the Sunstrike is not that big of a deal. But Arrow's going to fly, and that Forge Spirit's going to get hit up with it. And Midas is the choice for the Juggernaut, but it's so late. He's got no CS. He's only got 21. Pat Soul, where did your farm go?
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a shaky start here for Pat Soul to get things going for himself, but I guess they feel confident regardless. They're gathering up. They want to make another go. Ziz, gotta be careful. My lady, please. My fedora. Careful. Runs back down and gets away, but a lot of congestion here, top 5. We also have a flanker. Yeah. Flanker might be caught. Oh, Clockwork making a move in. No sentries, it looks like. Oh, they're going to see it. He saw it. Yeah. He saw it. Let's see what they do about it, though.
Tower's gone. They might not want to force this. Hookshot's down for about 10 seconds or so. He's still around. He's looking for a cock. He just picked up this Invis rune, too, and they didn't see him because there's no ward on that rune spot. So Ziz is playing a dangerous game right now. The most dangerous game, in fact. Well, okay, there it goes. He's got leap. He's going to get out of there. But hookshot, no. Now he's going to turn his target and turn his attention towards Baby J. Arrow flying, just missing. Not really on time with that disruption. It was sort of a panic arrow there. But they will lose Baby J once again. And top 5. They're getting this 5-minute. Omni Slash is going to go. Ziz in trouble. Blade Fury. He's dead. He doesn't have a leap. Pat Soul with a huge dive. The Fedora. You can't tip it any harder right now, but it's not going to matter. Man. Oh, well.
Much appreciated.
Well, now they're going to get a tower, so what was once looking like a struggle for Pat Soul, he managed to sneak something in his own right. 7-6, they pull on ahead here, but it looks like Osiris will be able to defend out the tower. Top 5 going to take what they got and make the long run back, and surprised how well they lasted in that one. Dazzle, about to be level 6, just a smidgen away, and then they'll have the benefit of that weave if he so decides to pick it up, but they've been making it work in their own right.
The thing is, while that's all happening, they're letting Willie's free farm, and I understand that you kind of have to get towers and make sure you put the pressure on Osiris, but Osiris are still feeling very, very comfortable and confident, and that was maybe one misplay out of a game where they've played very, very well. They've had really good ganks. They've had, a couple of things go their way. Maybe the last couple of minutes haven't been so good. Willie's getting surrounded. He's getting closer and closer to that relic, about 1,400 or so away from it, and he's going to have to head back home or might just battle crow, but yeah, at this point, Willis is going to have his relic at about 15 minutes, which is late, but not, the worst thing. And if that tower didn't get denied, he'd be that much closer, but sadly, no. It goes down from Fly, obviously, so.
Yep, very easy to knife for him. Makes the rotation all the way to the bottom. Fi's been doing a fantastic job as Invoker, just breaking over the 5K net worth mark right now. Going with your more traditional Midas into the Necro Book kind of a build here. Heavy push with the Forge Spirits and the Necro Book, being able to capitalize in any sort of victory in a team fight and really taking it to the base. But here we go. Clockwork finds out a Shadow Demon. Defensive Disruption. They're timing it out with the Sunstrike and the Cogwall right there, and they do take out the... Oh, wow. Disruptor does go down. Nice Shallow Grave saves out on Clockwork, who's trying to make a run. But Puck, once more, coil on both, they both end up falling. Very nice, but now looking on the run back. Counter initiate, nice impale. Temporary holds on Invoker, and they will fall back. So very good counter initiate happening there from Osiris. They managed to pick off 2, just lose out their Shadow Demon.
Yeah, and that Shadow Poison was the last thing to tick down that Clockwork, and he might have survived because that urn came through right at a good time from the Enchantress, but it was a really good grave. They just got caught out of position. Fly and the Enchantress weren't quite ready there. Merz Glace is able to jump in with that Bling Dagger now. Yuna gets back into it with, well, a good disruption. The arrow came through onto the Blade Mail, so that hurt the Mirana a bit, but not too much. Sizz will head back home, regen up, and go farm from there. They'll try to defend bottom, and again, all the while, Willis continues to CS. Now he's on Morelic, and that's getting even closer to a Radiance. Yuna, what are you doing? Why are you there? You're getting caught out. Nice disruption to save your life. Arrow only lands on a Forge Spirit. Yuna looks like he will fall as he was way too far out of position. They should have known they were going to try to push that, but he gets caught out.
Yeah. No, just a bit of a careless little throwaway right there. I don't think Osiris are too crippled it from it yet, but they get caught here. They're coming in from the boonies right now, right from above. Juggernaut's got Omni ready. There's a jump in. He'll isolate one. He's going to Nyx. Nyx pulls out the Carapace, but you can't stop the spin to win right there, my friend. Patsol takes you right down. They take off another. So 2 down all day. Oh, arrow. That tastes pretty good. Clockwork, weighing it out. Here comes actually Ziz, thinking about making a bit of a right-click action here. Lingering about. Patsol rotating all the way off to the mid lane. But that's it. They're going to look to disperse.
And every time, well, maybe another one could come through, but every time Ziz hits an arrow, someone tips their fedora. Just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, of course.
That one not on the mark, though. That's, I understand what you're going for, but
yeah.
That's not that good. Oh, no, get out.
Oh, yellow 360 leap.
Oh, boy. Ziz is in trouble. He popped the phase, well, the drum then phase, perhaps, just to get away a bit quicker, and he will, I mean, but there's no tower here, so they actually could have gone for a kill. They just thought he was maybe too speedy to deal with, so they decided maybe not to chase, but they get him out of the jungle. And all of a sudden, look at this map control from top 5. This is what you need to do against Naga. This ward, counter up and throw up some sentries or observers in these camps, take the camps out, and make it so Naga cannot farm safely anywhere. Not that it matters, because Willis already has his Relic, and he's only a couple hundred away from his Radiance. This is a good ward.
Oh, my lady!
I missed it.
Very nice, but might be careful. Disruption to fly out. She gets the quick snipe, takes down the Invoker, eats a disruption, pulls out the Moonlight Shadow, will step out of that one. Shadow Demon just lingering in the lane with no mana to work with here, and wow, they just go up with a quick pickoff. Fancy enough. Nice work by Ziz, lingering on long enough. But it eats the jump in. Nice on both. Blade Mail pop. Can Ziz get away from this one? Nope. Right clicks to come. Forge Spirits to help out. And now Nyx looking to get away. Puck lands out the silence. Clockwork might be in a bit of trouble right here. Yep, Vendetta strike. Has to be careful of the jump back. There's a bit of a heal. Grave should be available. I would imagine so. Yes, it is. Urn will heal him up, and they look to break apart.
Good for them to not panic. Really good for the Invoker to micro his Forge Spirits. The battery assault damage is getting split. Probably wouldn't have gotten the kill. Fly picks up the Nyx Assassin with what probably was a Sunstrike that I clearly missed. Or maybe the Forge Spirits. I have really no idea. It was probably a Sunstrike. He's here. I don't see Forge Spirits anywhere on the map. Good to know.
It's probably the Forge Spirits, I think, for a while.
He just used the Sunstrike. It's on cooldown now. So, wow, okay. Oh. Dang it, I really wanted to see that. Well, unfortunate, but... Bummer. As it stands now, the Radiance, it's done. There it is. But guess what? So is a Necro 2 for Fly. And, well, they're going to smoke up and maybe think about wrapping around into the jungle and finding Yuna out of position. He'll throw up the Sentry Ward. The Observer Ward's getting de-warded. Yuna's like, huh, well, this is going to be free. Or is it? The hook shot in, the battery assault, the cogs. Yuna, that's what you get for counter-warding. Well, how unfortunate.
Another pick off again. Poor little Shadow Demon gets caught out, and it's also worthy to note, just touching base on the Sunstrike thing, if you are as frustrated as casters can be about missing Sunstrikes, make sure you upvote that post, that suggestion that they add the indicator for us. That would be just so good.
They need an indicator for everything.
They need an indicator for that. They need the indicator available to everyone for the Rubik steals. You know, just all that stuff would be just so nice to have quick access to. The base race modifiers. Come on, Valve, get it together. I mean, it needs to be on the next patch.
I think that would be great, but we'll see if they add actually any of it into the next patch. But I don't want like 3,000 indicators, though. I don't want to like see like Invoker used Invoke. I don't want to see that kind of thing, but other things would be nice, though. I agree. But some potential engagements. Oh, they steal the Naga illusion. This is why the Enchantress is so strong. One of the reasons why you pick it up, and kind of forgot about it completely. But, well, it does go down. It is an illusion, and it's not a hard illusion, so it's not that tanky to begin with. It's just a regular old Naga with brown boots. Arrow flying does hit on the creep. That poor creep dying now. Hook shot in. He grabs 3 in the cogs. Are you kidding? Oh, that song, though. Come on. Oh my god, you should pay this man his paycheck right now, because honestly, that was the best cogs I've ever seen. The Dream Coil, the counter initiation, Puck dies instantaneously. Ziz, he's gonna drum up right now. Will he survive? They might chase after him. Pat Soul still looking for the Omni, not gonna go for the kill. Sunstrike though, he's gonna get it. He got the kill. Nice play coming out. A frantic bit of camera work there, but nonetheless, they get 2, now top 5. They'll focus down this tier 2 tower. God, what freaking cogs, man.
Great start. It forced them on the back foot. They pulled out a song that just kind of left them scratching their head on what would be the right move to make, and top 5 just knew exactly what they were doing. Now looking to push on through. Forward Spirit's out. I mean, they're going to look to take the high hill. 9 seconds. They got a Necro Book as well. This might be a loss of a tower. Possibly a Rax. We'll see how the fight might go.
Yeah, 10 seconds for the Miranda to be down. Disruption just to make sure Pat Soul, well, they can push him back a bit, and they don't want to get arrowed, obviously. Hook shot in, though. We see Respect going hard. There's the Sunstrike unit is going to fall to this absolutely. The Ensnare a bit late. Omni Slash. MG just barely phasing. Looks like he blinked away as well. I'm not sure where to. Looks like to the back or somewhere. Whatever. Getting Shallow Grave in trouble. The Healing Ward keeping him alive long enough, though. He doesn't have Nature's Attendance. No mana for it. The Cogs again to push them back. Now the Impale only hitting on fly. Blink in. Silence comes up. Dream Coil on cooldown. He'll jaunt away. They wanted whatever. They couldn't get it. Arrow off the mark. Cold Snap on Ziz. They can't afford to lose him. Respect going to town. The Battery Assault. Double kill coming out. Big Coil. Doesn't matter. There's the Silence. The Illusion Orb. He still can't get anything done. Now, look at that. The Radiance finally burning him down. And a Silence to come through. They will defend the high ground, but not before losing a lot of heroes. Fly, trying to make his way out of there. He's got a point in Wex if he needs to Ghost Walk in. Well, Merz Glacier is realizing he can't do much about it. He'll just go back to the lane and continue to farm. Oh boy.
That was a hot mess, wasn't it? My goodness. Just trying crazy ass fight coming out.
Oh my God.
And nothing really to show for it. Tower was barely even touched in the end. It just was all over the place and no right commitments coming out from either side, but I don't know. I don't even really know who considers to come out on top, so we'll see. Top 5, maybe they can look to pull it back. Roshan's been up for a while now. Throw down a couple of wards. There he is. Immediately throws out the Force Spirits. They might go for right now. And he's going to start things off.
They used the Necro Book too there. I don't know why they couldn't get any tower damage. I mean, he had that Necro 3 for some time. I'm not sure if they killed it immediately. Well, either way, the thing is the Naga actually did have to buy back, and that's actually a really big pickup. But I can't tell you how often I've seen this kind of situation happen where teams try to go high ground a bit early and try to force this game as quickly as possible, and it backfires. It didn't backfire that much. They didn't lose that many heroes for it, and well, they got some tower damage, a little bit of tower damage their way, and now they're getting a Roshan and an Aegis, so really it actually comes out on top, I think, for top 5, because now if Naga dies again, it's probably not necessarily GG, but it's going to be really difficult for Ziz or whoever to carry this game. And the team fight on their own. But Merz Glacius made some huge plays with the Dream Coil, the Waning Rift, and the Illusion Orb. He just couldn't really get a kill until the end of the fight where Naga with the Radiance Burn was able to come in and help out.
Top 5 need to just keep this momentum going, keep making fights happen, keep pressuring the Naga, keep forcing her away from getting that, precious farm that she needs so much. But Osiris, man, they're going to linger this one as long as possible. They might lose a Rax, but who cares? They're just going to wait to see if Naga can get to that pinnacle point where she can just begin to push out all lanes with just illusions alone and just try to take control back. So I would believe Osiris are going to be in for the long haul. It's just a matter of top 5 could just put a lid on it sooner than later.
They really should TV back to this tier 1 tower top and actually defend it. I understand, like, you want to try to force a push bottom, but, like, you really should, if you have an opportunity, at least try to defend and not let the Naga control everything. Yeah, you have to deal with Song, obviously, but I don't think you really didn't need to give away that free tower, and they could have gotten the tier 2 tower top as well, but they want to force this high ground. They want to force this tier 3 tower. They want to force the initiation, and, well, a set of racks is really their main goal, but it's going to be difficult because now the Necro Book is on cooldown full. Actually, it's up in about a second here. He just used it, but Pat Soul taking a lot of damage. Hook shot somehow finds its way, but Zid's going to leap out immediately. There's the disruption coming through. Omni Slash not being used yet. The Moonlight Shadow, they have the Necro 3, so they've got vision of pretty much everything. Now, Demonic Purge, Respect backing off. Yuna getting Cold Snap. Fly's diving deep for this. There's the song going to go in now. They're still putting damage on this tier 3 tower, but they're songed up, so we'll see what kind of fight they have going. Nice Dream Coil. The Impale hits on one. Fly still has that Aegis. Impetus damage. Mers Glacius. He's got to jaunt away. Pat Soul, he cleans it up with a nice Omni Slash. Disruption. Now Fly backing off. The Riptide doing work. The Radiance Burn. Now the attrition going on the side of top 5. They've got to be careful. That Grave, though. Now the Sunstrike not going to matter. 2 for 1 trade. No, 2 for nothing trade. They can't get a kill. Starstorm. Everybody's so low. Nobody's dead yet, though. Finally, the Enchantress goes down. The Aegis as well. Now the arrow hits on Respect. Fiend Snare. The Demonic Purge. No, the Shadow Poison. Excuse me. 3 down now coming out for Osiris. They've got to back away. They haven't lost the Naga yet, but they've lost a lot in their, of course, Mirana play, as well as Mers Glacius, who got blown up by a great Omni Slash, but no set of racks yet. They continue to hold. Oh, boy.
Another crazy ass fight coming out. I don't know how the hell Pat Soul lived from that one. He went it all the way past enemy lines, quickly bursted down and assassinated the puck. Job well done. Ran right back, got hit by an arrow, was getting pelted down. The last second, got the grave, was cogged up, then desperately got a heal, pulled out the magic wand, and then a spin to just finish it all up to get away securely. It was just so nice. Dazzle had to hand himself over for it, but it was well worth it. All that just to save the core, and he managed to get away, but once again, man, nothing to show for it.
I think a lot of people recognize Pat Soul as a pretty well-known player, at least in, I don't know, I think a lot of hate on him on NA Dota for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. I don't really know the guy well enough, but from what I've seen, he's a pretty fantastic player. But
yeah, he's great.
4-1-3, the problem was he couldn't really get any CS this game. I mean, he's only sitting at 79 right now, which is pretty good considering where he was not too long ago. And he's sitting on Phase, Yasha, and a drum, plus the Midas going his way. That obviously helps. Moonlight Shadow coming through. I don't know if they have a gem. They have a couple of sentries up right now. No, they smoked up as well. So if they run into them, they've got to know that they're maybe in Viz. Moonlight's going to run out in a couple of seconds here, but nothing's going to come of it. What about the Snaga? What does she have?
Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon. You know. Oh, God.
He missed, but he's still going to die. The song.
Desperate TP. The song will save, but he has no TP, and he's running so slow. You to get the hell out of
I think he might live. The hook shot is on cooldown for like 40 seconds. He still doesn't have an Axe. If he had an Axe, he'd be
mid lane, though. Bit of a scuttle. Yeah.
Oh, get out of there, buddy. Did it hit an arrow? If so, I tip my Fedora, which, well...
Of course. That goes without saying. Fedoras have been tipped, risen, and tipped once more. They're looking to go down the mid lane, however. Top 5, man. Choking things up. The books are out. The Force Spirits are acquired. And they're just laying it into it. They're not even going to look to contest. Osiris are going to have to wait it.
Yeah, they really... I don't know if they can go out on the low ground without Naga's song. And now that they don't have it for this engagement, that's even more disconcerting. This is going to get cold snap, but he only takes one tick of it before backing off and being fine. So now they're going to look to push down all the high ground towers. Well, guess what? The creeps have already done the work for you up in that top tier 2. And they'll look to maybe put more pressure in this tier 3 bottom. The lane's pushed out pretty far, but it'll be pushed in rather soon. We'll go mid maybe, but we'll see. No Aegis as well.
Respect tried to get something going there in the mid lane. Fortunately missed the hook shot. They'll look to pull back. Do they regroup and try to get a new engagement now? Pat Soul's here. He's got the Omni. Ooh, arrow. Nice. Connects on fly. I don't think they'll make anything of it. Ziz has to get at least a few licks in, though. Haha, gotcha. Runs back into an Omni, though. Oh, no. Nice timing of the creeps. Nice save with the disruption, but the... Oh, Sunstrike misses, unfortunately. Nick's Assassin will live.
Grave.
Very nice. Grave once again coming out. Pat Soul thankful again. Another arrow, though, catches out. Whatever. Down for the count, quickly bursted apart, and now top 5 on the run back. They don't know what the hell they just got into. Coil lands on 2. Fly, heavy damage coming out. Can he take one? He can. He trades. 1 for 1. They're on the run, and Naga leading the front now. Extra move speed, boots of travel, radiance. Can they get away from this one? A brief invis. Pat Soul. Oh god, this ward is not going to be enough to save me. Trying to get away. Oh, from downtown, the net spins. Trying to run though. No TP available. This is going to be a long run. Oh god.
Cogs?
Yep, there it is.
Oh boy.
Song to regroup. Where's my friends? Where's my allies? There's a buyback. There's a TP.
Oh no. Willie's got
hook
hook
shot. They can't stop. Oh god.
The grave? Oh my gosh. Spaceship Mers Glacius. They pay for it. They got too greedy. There's no reason for you to go that far for a kill. I understand you want Pat Soul, but again, the shallow graves from Shanks every damn
That
time.
was the longest chase ever, my god.
Oh my, it's not even over yet. It's not over yet. These illusions want blood. They're like, give us Pat Soul. Finally, they will die. Oh my gosh. Pat Soul's like, can you just leave me alone? But
It almost looked good. It was so... That all started because we saw Ziz jump in, had to get a few hits. They almost fell to the Omni Slash. Luckily, the creeps are there to save. Luckily for the disruption, and it just slowly was like, uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, God, they're coming back. They're not dying, and then it just kind of all came back at their ass. So both teams take a few bruises from that fight, but overall, no one affected too much.
Yeah.
Mid tower falls finally.
Ziz
for Ziz.
Just pushing it out alone, which is pretty dangerous considering everyone's up for top 5, and they just don't seem to be scared anymore. Oh, the arrow, nice juke, nice little stutter step coming out from Respect, but look at that
my God.
Radiance damage. Ziz wants
God.
to kill. The Star Storm, the right click, not enough. The Maelstrom proc didn't go. Had it been there, maybe they get the kill, but he's got to TP home now as well. There's maybe some grouping happening in this bottom lane. But Osiris, that last fight going their way. Naga with the Manta style now, and bots, which he had previously, but a heart should be the next item coming out from Willie's. They'll use the Moonlight Shadow to pop the mirror images. Level 3 song, so only a minute cooldown now. They'll pick up a dust for Clockwork to get back in the engagement as fast as possible. Roshan, who knows when that'll respawn here as well. The timer's about to be up and ready to go, but
Dire's top tower.
I don't know, man. This is starting to feel more and more questionable for top 5 as things go on.
It is. They have to think so hard about how they want to do this. You can't just clump together and go for a push. You're going to walk into a song that's going to have you clumped. Then you get a puck moving in, lays out a beautiful coil, the perfect place silence, and next thing you know, you're getting destroyed. So they got to be cautious about how they want to go about this push. This is pretty crucial. If they lose this one, Naga's going to start to have all the farm she could ever need, push all the lanes back out. Next thing you know, you're going to be choked up. Oh no, arrow won't catch. Force Spirit will be there to take it, but man, just dealing with these illusions is going to be a hardship in itself.
Riptide is just doing work, and the Shadow Poison as well. Like, the illusions just go in, they Riptide, and then they back off, and you're like, well, that side just took a lot of damage from an illusion right there. But Hex now up on Ziz, getting caught out, but nice disruption coming through. Hookshot in onto Baby J. Baby in some trouble, and Pale is up, trying to keep everything up. Pat Soul getting low. Willie's chasing so far for this. Baby J already dead. The tier 3 finally gone. Song of the Siren. They want Respect. They're going to kill him real quick. Now they will go, but the Necro unit's still running rampant here. The mirror images, that'll take it down real quick as well. And they lose a tier 3 tower, but they again defend their racks.
This is not good. Top 5's like, oh no, it's getting to that point, man. Naga Siren, she's got the farm she needs. Even the Mirana is building up plenty of farms, so she's gonna get her items online. The extra DPS will be there. The quick push out now with the help of the Maelstrom, it's starting to look really good for Osiris. And now scouting out with the arrow. And though top 5's looking to take away the farm of their jungle, farm it up themselves, but I mean, what else can you do? I guess go for a Roche and maybe hope that with the help of an Aegis and extra life online, you can make something happen with the push. But for right now, they got to be a little nervous.
I think I have more Necrobooks. I think that's the choice that you need to go for. And I don't know if it was you who was with me, but I was casting a game not too long ago where there were 4 heroes with Necrobooks, and
that was me and you. That was ridiculous. It was
disgusting.
It was like gangbusters, like 4 Necrobooks just barging down the base, and at that point, like, yeah, okay, fine, good game. It's over.
Like that's it. Can't really deal with that, but well, I mean, we've seen everything. We've seen Naga use Song to bring down Serpent Wards. Like when they get placed, you could just like right-click them down apparently while they're like placed under the while you're in Song. You could just right-click them down. We've seen Naga use Song just to make sure that they can't get in the base after a hook shot or something. So. And it's actually just always been the bottom lane as well. I just can't stress how many times I've seen this happen, and always the bottom lane on the Radiant side. And I guess part of that is because for Nagas it's easier to farm the Radiant because you can just go to the jungle and, well, use these camps to really boost your GPM and CS, but every single time, and it always seems to just stagnate. They can't really ever push in, so now, I don't know, we'll see. Top 5, like you mentioned, they need something, and Aegis obviously would help out. Roshan is up. And they get bots on fly. They have a battle free for the Juggernaut, which is an interesting choice. I guess it's good against the illusions primarily, and probably one of the reasons why he bought it. But gives you that nice damage as well. And I mean, you know, actually, I don't mind the choice, but you'd usually see this more as a farming item. But this is going to come top, and he's got to back away. Pat Soul, he's not going to Omni. Just right click instead.
Invoker acquires a DD root for himself and thinks it's the right opportunity to move on to the Roche pit and have a little bit of a tussle with the big boy, and it looks like they'll just do so. I mean, it's a fair amount of damage to bring him down. It looks like this will also go uncontested. Osiris not looking to get close enough to scout things out, still feeling a little bit nervous. They don't have too many wards out. They're very, very defensive, still very close to home, and not quite available as far as being offensive and seeing where the enemy may be. So for now, they're just trying to slowly inch themselves out. I don't know, though. Top 5, they still have a long hill to climb to get into the base. I don't think an Aegis alone is enough for them to do it.
Willie's just made a very bold pickup. I thought was going to just buy his Reaver, but he bought the Reaver and the Vit booster all together. So in the next push, if Willie's doesn't get some CS here in the next couple of minutes, he's gonna have no buyback. Luckily, it's only 1,000, so he only needs to get to about 12 or 1,300 or so. And actually, let's check the buyback chart, and that'll tell me exactly how much gold he needs. 610, so I was off by a bit, but I mean, yeah. So once he gets that, I don't know. That was bold though to buy. He actually might even just buy the heart outright, and then just hope that he survives long enough in the keep fight to have buyback, which would be bold. But another.
I would assume then at that point he'll probably save the song for more defensive purposes, and then not look to use it aggressively in case he does get brought down pretty low. But for now, though, he's the only one holding it here home. Up in the top, Ziz is looking to make a split push. So he takes it to top 5 top base. And we'll see if the one lingering Invoker is enough to defend it up, and if this 4-man squad can make it go on bottom. Nope, actually Invoker's going to join him. All 5 committing here for top 5 in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Ziz has to take this quicken back now. He's going to throw it. They're going to fort too, which is really a problem right now. Silence going through. Pat Soul getting caught out. He's going to Manta though, gets away from that Silence. The Hex is up on Merz Glacier. Song of the Siren, Disruption nicely as well. They want to make sure that Puck survives. He is their initiation. He's got Dream Coil ready to go. Is he going to pop it? Blink might be coming in a second. There's the hook shot. Willie's getting caught out. Does Willie's have buyback? No, he just got the heart. Willie's, why did you buy the heart? You don't have buyback now. They coil up on 4 and 5. But this is at least a set of racks gone. Potentially the arrow does hit up on Pat Soul. Baby J getting caught out. Hook shot again with the Aghanim Scepter going. Cogs on Yuna. Well, Disruption's going to fly, but Yuna, he'll probably go down to fly nonetheless. And that looks to be it. Ziz is going to try to do what he can. They're still not working the racks yet. There's the buyback coming in from the Shadow Demon, but this shouldn't be enough to push them back. The arrow flying, another hook on Ziz. He's got leap, he'll leap away, the impale flying through. Why are you diving so far? Hit the racks, Mercilicious. Hex, phase shift going through. Now there's going to be the ice wall. Finally, they're focusing the racks down. The ranged racks, the one that doesn't regen will fall first. Hook again from Respect. Just trying to do what he can. Baby J, he throws up the impale. They finally get Respect, but guess what? The racks is gone. Sunstrike flies, doing some damage to Merz Glacius and Ziz, but they get out in time. I cannot stress to you how questionable that heart buy was, because at least if you don't buy that heart, you buy back, but maybe, I don't know. I don't really know what they were thinking.
It's like, the way that top 5 were just like, okay, it's time, we got to go on bottom. It's almost if they knew Naga didn't have the buyback available or something. They're just like, it's time to make this fight happen. We have Aegis, we have the extra life. It's go time, and just the timing was so bad. Naga needed more time to build up the farm for available buyback, and getting caught out, it just really, really made it hard for him. Yeah, they're going to still continue this one out. Naga still has the potential to pull this one back, even with a rack set, down. But we'll see. It's going to be tough times for him at the start out. Now hindered, leg wounded. We'll see if Osiris Gaming can take it back and not lose all the games this evening.
Yeah, and they've had a rough stretch right now, but the good thing is not only Willie's this farm, but Mirana's getting decent CS, and Ziz, it looks like he's going for either a BKB. It's not going to be a Desolate, it's going to be a BKB. He's already got Mjolnir, so... Well, actually, Mjolnir charge only brought... I mean, it's only a UAM when Mjolnir proc, so it could be a Deso, but it's more likely a BKB, I guess. Just to make sure he stays alive. The thing is that it's hookshot every 12 seconds, which, I mean, goes through BKB, and you can just get cogged up anyways, but we'll see. I don't know. They're going to go for top now, and this, if they get 2 sets of racks, I don't think it's over, but it's like, I don't know, it's going to be really hard. That's about my expert analysis on this game as of right now, but they're not making the push just yet. They're waiting for the rest of the team to get here. Shanks and Respect are ready to go. But so is
whatever. Eats an arrow. Not going to move in and try to clean her up. But nope. Jump back coming in from Respect. Very nice on Ziz. Defensive disruption. Oh, the sleep.
My God.
And she makes it out, my lady. Fedora heavy right now, running right back to the base to heal up, and now they're going to try to defend here. Now, Naga does have a buyback for this go-around, so they'll have to take her down twice, but the sleep is now already down. These illusions, Mont, are they enough to stop this heavy push, though?
I don't know. They're working really hard with these Necro units. The Forge Spirits hook in now on Yuna. Will they get this kill? Omni doing the work there. They're going to grab one. Are they going to grab two? Absolutely. Pat with the double, but a big Dream Coil, big Illusory Orb. Is it enough? Merz Glacius has got to back out. Ziz getting low, and Snare now on Fly. He has the Aegis reminded. Of course, Willie's getting brought down. He's hexed up. He's a pig. Now in trouble, getting very low. Will he survive the Illusory Orb? Look at the Radiance damage. Is it enough? Willie's getting the kill. No, it's Merz Glacius and Ziz combining up. They're focusing the racks down, but they're not low enough yet. The Necro Warrior, the Sunstrike flying through. Not enough. Willie's juked it, obviously making sure he didn't go down. Well, they'll try again at some point in the future, but they get the tier 3 at the very least and put a little bit of damage on the ranged racks.
Yeah, tier 3 down. The racks was definitely the sweet reward they were looking for. Immediately, Naga takes herself to the mid lane. He's like, I'm taking a fucking tower for this, you son of a bitch. You get into my base, you take my towers, I want something for myself. Willies eats the shockwave, gets pushed back, and hoping that illusions will be enough, hopefully, to get the job done. But, yeah, there we go. Tornado, crowd control coming right in. Let's clear him out. But, oh my god, these illusions.
They enchanted one, luckily.
Deny? Oh, yeah, they enchanted one. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah, so
can't forget the sweet enchant.
And that actually helps them a bit. The tower is in deny range, so as much as you wanted that tower, that's a bold strategy coming up for Naga. And there were still like 2 heroes left and one of them respawning. So Willie's trying his best to get whatever gold he can in the bank, and unfortunately that cost them a deny. Guys, there's a tower here, right here. Guys, come on. All right, well, maybe whatever goes back to deny it now.
They use it as bait, hopefully.
Maybe.
Make a fight happen.
I guess that wouldn't be the strangest thing in the world, but no, they're not denying it. So I guess they haven't noticed, or like you said, they could be using it as bait, but we'll see. Merz Glacius, though, his play, been fantastic. He's really hit a lot of 3- and 4-man Dream Coil.
I love the Mjolnir pickup on him. He was going to throw it on Clockwork. It's going to help out, and you need to clear out those illusions. So
yeah,
I think it's a nice, solid pickup for him.
Yep. I agree. Enchant on that Naga illusion. Nope, you can't get this one.
Dire's middle tower
That's going to be going our way. So now, actually, the surprising thing here is you sell that Ring of Aquila. Guess what? Naga 6 slotted. That's kind of crazy for me to think about. Juggernaut, he's not quite there yet. He still has his phase. He's got a drum, a TP scroll. Naga is one good item away.
Just ridiculous, these illusions. Just run in, Riptide, and the creep wave's dead.
Yeah.
Just absurd. What is the 6th magic slot item? I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
I think Butterfly, probably. I mean, maybe BKB, but hook shot, long range. Cog's not going to be there. And well, that's a song wasted, but I guess it's a 60-second cooldown, so it's not that bad, and they're not really near the base. Maybe they go down top.
They are pushing, though. Yeah, they're pushing. They're like, hey, the song's down. Can we make something happen here? They're going pretty quick.
Yeah, they're going to move right into this base here, and now you've got to get back and defend. Merz Glacius is really looking to go on Fly. He's going to Dream Coil him. Yeah! Dream Coil Fly and the Starstorm. They caught out the Invoker. That's a huge pickup. We've seen that before. If you're a fan of Dota at all, TI3 kind of reminds me of that, but not as, of course, significant, but still, like, that was waiting.
If you don't like that, you don't like Dota too. That's what that's all about, baby.
Yeah, Merz Glacius getting some sweet revenge on that Invoker. Ziz picks up his BKB now, and, well, that's about as, I mean, farmed as he's going to get before the next push, so 3,900 gold for this Naga. I have to imagine that it's going to be that Butterfly, but there's other options. You can also obviously get a Diffusal 2 at some point in the near future just to make yourself even more damage dealing, but
I'm leaning towards the Butterfly as well. I'm sure the evasion works on the illusions, just makes him that much more of a pain in the ass. So it's just the right thing to do. It's what everyone does, but it gets the job done, hopefully. And I mean, a lot of weight is on her shoulders. You got, you know, Ziz right there to maybe build up a little more damage for herself. She's got the BKB now, full 10-second BKB to work with here, so it's just waiting for the right time to hopefully come back and hopefully strike now. The opportunity's there. One set of racks down. The top racks are exposed. It's Roche time, baby. Top 5 have made the first move in with the help of a DD, but a nearby Puck looking to scout it out. There's the orb. They know this is happening. Not going to get close enough. Maybe go for a song. This could get...
They moonlighted.
Oh, this can get bad.
I think they saw the moonlight with the flare. They're backing off. They know something's up, and I don't know if they moonlighted in view of a ward, but they know that they're out of the pit now. And now this is really good for Osiris. If they're feeling confident enough to go outside and try to contest Roche, I mean, they pretty much have to. They really can't afford to have an Aegis go the way of Pat Soul. Roche is really, it's halfway down, and like one more minute, and maybe even less than that, one more minute in the Roche pit would be enough to secure that Aegis. They really can't afford that because now it's Cheese 2. So you're going to see a fight maybe happen here in just a couple of seconds. The Illusion are just scouting things out again. They saw the high ground there, at least I believe. Oh, they're backing off, though. They need to get going now. They don't have vision on the pit, and they don't know that they're in there potentially. This is going to go the way, I think, of top 5. There's no way they get in there in time. Roshan goes down. Arrow's going to fly. Pat Soul grabs the Aegis. The Cheese goes to the, of course, Invoker, and now they've got to back off, and that's really bad. Now, not only do you have a set of racks down, but you've got to deal with Aegis and Cheese in this next fight. And yeah, you're 6 slotted on a Naga. Well, almost, but is it going to be enough?
I don't know. It looked like they were second-guessing if they wanted to commit to a fight right after they finished up the Roche, or they wanted to pull back. They decided on pulling back, obviously, and they just gotta kind of keep this game going. If they have to prolong it till the Aegis expires, so be it. I think they're just going to keep pushing out all lanes with the help of Naga Illusions. It makes things very, very easy. I don't know. It's just a matter of what top 5 think is the next step to get him taking it down. Is it bull rush forward with the help of Necro Books and just hope that that's enough to burst down the buildings and we just kind of, you know, distract them in the meantime, throwing our bodies in there, or what have you?
I think you make your Necros, you make your Force Spirits, you get the Healing Ward up, and you pretty much just get ready to go as much as possible. You try to put as much damage before that song comes out. They're going to have to TP back now and really get ready to go. And something I forgot to mention is that there is that butterfly on the Juggernaut, so maybe you see an MKB if you're feeling saucy up with this Naga Siren, and she still hasn't really picked up an item yet, and obviously she's got 5,000, she's got enough for buyback. They piped up as well. This is not good. They'll try to get that pipe off with as much Shadow Poison and Riptide as possible. They'll Riptide here in just a second potentially, but here we go. Range racks down. Pat Soul taking a bit of damage though. Hook shot in now. They really can't afford to lose another set of racks, and it looks like it's about to go. Whatever, diving a bit deep. He's going to throw up the Nature's Intent. It's now Omni Slash going through. Willie's taking a lot of that damage. Remember, he has buyback. Try to use that song at the end, but no such luck. They get a nice Dream Coil, but the melee rack's about to fall. It can regen up if they keep it alive. Merz Glacius might be throwing his body away. There's the disruption. The Force Spirits are doing work. They've got to defend the racks. They will get fly. No, he's got Cheese. And the Grave, the Arrow, the Shadow Wave, the range racks, the melee racks about to fall. It will go down. Song, no. Oh my God, they denied it. I think. Oh my lord, they lose 2 sets of racks.
For a deny? Like, I don't know. Is that throwing in the towel? But they're making the move right to the mid lane now. They're going to go for this next set. Oh man, unbelievable.
Pipe is back up already. Arrow flies, hits on respect, but they got to get pushed back. Mjolnir charge now up. Look at the damage they're taking. Another Grave coming through. No Cheese left, but still the Aegis. Hex on Willies. Now Ziz getting focused down. So is Fly. He'll be the first to fall finally. Pat Soul, the Radiance Burn. The Illusion Orb. No, Merz, don't cancel that early. Phase Shift coming through. Now the Impale up on whatever. He's in trouble. He'll fall. Now Pat Soul, like you said, Arrow, but he gets away with the nice cock. Shanks falls. That's a triple kill for Willies. Pat Soul, can he get out in time? He still has that Aegis with, of course, respect being his bodyguard. Buyback status. Buyback status. Who's got it? 3 heroes.
He's throwing it.
Pat Soul. Ooh. Oh, but it's there on the backside. Pat Soul. He's going to Manta. He's going to try to man fight now. Willie's. The evasion, the Impale comes through the Moonlight Shadow. That's the Aegis. Respect is up. He's ready to fight. He's got the Blade Mail. Now they got it back. They used the song. Will they, though, is the question. They TP their base, getting sieged out, and everybody leaving. They just say, listen, all right, we got the Aegis, but back and forth we go.
I'm actually surprised that top 5 didn't get blown up even more. I think that they should have just called it a day after they had taken out the racks there at the top, but they wanted a little bit more. They only had really taken down the Shadow Demon only. Naga had plenty to work with, plus a buyback, but they somehow managed to still get out, not too, you know, harmed, but they couldn't quite get down to tier 3, but regardless, 2 racks down all day now. Osiris still feel pretty confident in this one. Naga's still there. Let's see if then she can take us into the promised land.
It's just, it's like I said, that second racks makes this that much more difficult. Now top 5 have so much room to work with that if they farm up buyback and get if they get, well, I don't know if they're going to be able to get another Roshan, because I don't think they're going to give it away for free, but if they get another Rosh, they get another Agency Cheese, and they have buyback on all of their heroes, even if they lose a team fight, they'll still take the Rax mid, more likely than not, because of all the Forge Spirits and, you know, Necro units, what have you. And then they could just, even if they get team wiped, they could just buy back, and they'll be fine, because... And not only that, but you have to deal with top and bottom pushing in. So they'll, if they leave their base to try to push in, it's got to be for pretty much a death push at that point. So Osiris are in a very unfortunate position of losing 4 games right in a row. And they've tried their hardest in this game. They absolutely have. But a couple of misplays, and even they weren't even that big misplays. They just maybe made the wrong decision here and there. It's not over yet, obviously, and I don't want to sound like I'm giving them a funeral, but...
Where are you going?
We'll see. This is the push
They don't have all the buybacks they could want here. I mean, Naga has one, but Ziz does not. Ziz actually goes into a Mask of Madness, just
Naga's
real,
on
just
cooldown.
hardcore deeps happening right now. And oh, Naga's has cooldown.
Yep, that's
Oh,
right.
no.
2 minutes. So she used it in that last
Where are you
fight.
going?
They top 5. They want to make it happen though. They know they might have the upper hand here if they make the move in. Gets caught out with disruption here. Clockwork not looking to pull out the hook shot just yet. Making the jump in. Naga, obviously, at this point, will have sleep available to try to prevent them. There's the long jump in. Baby J shoves him all the way back, trying to segregate the group. Tower is taken down in the end. Nice coil catches a couple right there. Pat Sol, though, going to town quickly, rips apart the puck, who does buy back. Omni Slash, in the meantime, rips apart another as Milady was taken down. I'm sorry. Sung comes out. And let's see if Naga can put the team on her back right here. Puck back from the dead, trying to make something happen, but gets caught out. Defensive disruption on the Invoker, looking to push it back right here. Can they hold enough? The racks are still standing. Naga on the hunt, trying to take down the Clockwork. The rest of the group looking to heal up, throw out the Mechanism, and Dazzle also going into overtime, trying to heal. Puck, be careful here. Joints away. Oh, Patzel, very quick. Running right in, but the blink will be there. And they're still lingering around.
That's without an Aegis, that's without Cheese, and they are about to go again. This time they don't have Ziz to help out. The Ensnare went through onto whatever, they pipe up. This is, I think, going to be it. I don't see really, unless they can just somehow get this going with the Naga doing the damage, it's going to be tough. Fly's walking in, the hookshot misses onto his own teammate. Willies gets stunned up in the process. No man on Willies right now, but Fly gets focused down. That might have been the biggest pickup. Shanksy accidentally grazed himself. The Illusion Orb coming through. Glacius, he's going to go ahead and just jaunt away. Bots back in as, of course, the Invoker, he TP'd. No, the TP got canceled. They killed the creep. Somehow, they pick up the kill, and the Clockwork mirrors Glacius on the backside. Kills the Healing Ward, but he is the only one here. They mech up. He's got to back now. The mid-racks about to fall to a Necro Warrior.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. Not like this.
Tier 4s have also been taking heavy punishment. The bottom lane was just leaking into the base and ripping them apart. There's very little standing right now for Osiris Gaming. They barely come on top in the end, but the damage is done. Just hanging on by a thread here. One more racks. All it takes is one balls deep push in there with the help of a Necro book. That's it. You're done. Patsoul, look at this. Look at this dirty man. Look at this. A man on a mission.
I don't think he uses it. There's too many creeps here. Please don't use it. Yeah. Oh, the bash. The first
He doesn't
bash.
even know.
Come on.
He doesn't even know what's happening. Rips him apart.
He's just like, well, he just got killed by an Invis rune. Patsoul gets arrowed. Wow, that's an aggressive Blink and Bail coming out. He gets 4-staff back by himself, obviously, but they have one building of racks standing for them to try to defend this onslaught of just ceaseless agony. Here we go. The tornado's up now. The tornado flies. The arrow did hit on somebody, I believe. No, it was actually an illusion, but Dream Coil, Merce Glacius wants to go hard, and he will. He gets the coil on 3 again. Shank's going to try to TP out. Ensnare, not going to make it. Patsoul bashing him down. Finally, he's done, but guess what? He's got buyback. Now, who else can they catch out? There's only one buyback in the game. Actually, 2. Naga has it. Whatever. Look at
Base
this.
exposed.
No, he's got a song up. Now they have to try to clean up these Necros. Now they're going to throw up that static shield. Necro unit, wow, whatever got killed real quick. They defend. Well, I guess...
The base has been exposed. Tier 4 has been ripped apart by creeps. So this is it. They can't allow these lanes to make their way into the base. They'll go straight for the throne. Nothing stands in their way. There's no buffers, no nothing. So they got to quickly clear this out. Ziz trying to do work with the Mjolnir. Just trying to constantly put it out there. But, oh man, I don't know. This is it. They can just look to Bulldog into the base. Just take it all down.
All they really need for top 5 is buybacks. And the thing is, they only have 1. They're about to have 2 with the Clockwork, but they really need buybacks right now. Because if you lose, And this is a death push coming out mid, maybe. Just I don't think they can really sit on their loins anymore. They've got to try to fight. And there's a couple heroes down. Ensnare's going to fly disruption. They had the gem up. Invoker's got no buyback. He's in trouble. He's got a deafening blast. There's the hook shot in. Respect. He's got the buyback, or at least he should at 72 gold, but not if he dies. Now one's going to go down. Respect. He's going to get ensnared. Are they going to turn this around? Shanks going to try to get away. That grave saving the Clockwork's life. The disruption, that'll probably kill him. Shanks, he'll fall. What about the clock? He gets melted. 4 down. They have a buyback on the jug. They won't need it. He'll respawn in time, but guess what? Clockwork's still down for about 63 seconds. Kill the tier 3 tower. Go for the tier 4s. Don't even worry about the racks. You've got to go for tier 4s right now after this tier 3 is done. What's going to happen, though? Oh, boy.
Yep, you're right. We're running right for the jugular, my baby. They want to take it out immediately.
Dire's middle tower is under
Are they going to do this? Oh my god, the blink and the silence. Pat Soul, he has a buyback, mind you. They take down 1 tier 4. They cannot get sidetracked. They're pinging on the tower. Pat Soul doing what he can. 1's down already. They've got 4 dead. The ensnare on Pat Soul. He's got buyback, guys. If you focus on him, he'll just buy back. Will he? Yes, but he's the only one there. No buyback still for 8 seconds or so for the Clockwork. Go for the throne. It's your only option. Pat Soul, he's got Omni ready to go. If he can use it, there it goes. The hook shot in, though. What a hook shot. Killing everybody. Willies is still doing work. The throne, it's gonna go down. They turn around. Osiris. Oh my god, they were so close to going down 0-4, but they finally pull out a victory on the back of a just death push mid, which should not have worked. But what a game, Coddle. What a freaking game.
That goddamn Naga, you just can't count that son of a bitch out, can you? They find a way, just one simple fight in the mid lane puts them close enough to just rip apart the base, and that's all it takes. You can't hand anything over. You may think you have the game won by getting megas and taking everything down, but if you throw away one careless goddamn fight, Naga says, see you later, rips apart the whole base. It's disgusting. This might be the end of it, Mont. I mean, if patch is coming, might be the golden days of Naga. This might be it.
That's it, man. There's no way. There's absolutely no freaking way this hero, after this game, and you're absolutely right, like, you took every single building except 1 melee Rax mid, and you're telling me you can't win, and I don't believe it. I think top 5, they could have had buybacks, they could have farmed a bit more, and I mean, they had the 2 sets of racks, but at that point, yeah, you have a 6 slot and not going to deal with. I don't know what else they do in that scenario. That's just, first of all, shout out to Mers Glacius for having some of the biggest initiations I've ever freaking seen in my life. And obviously, guys, like, this is pretty great. We don't get to see this too often, so even in the ADL, things like this happen. But that'll be it for us tonight, guys. I want to thank you all so much for joining us. It's been a long night. The closest games we've had probably all season are right here, and of course these 4 games. So once again, if you enjoyed the cast, if you enjoyed myself as well as Kyle Guy, make sure you let us know. Give us some shout outs, comments, criticisms, concerns, what have you. Throw that in chat or on our Twitters, where you could find us at MontDota2 for me and at Kyle Guy for Coddle. And we are going to head out of here for the American Dota League. Check them out at twitter.com/AmericanDota, AmericanDotaLeague.com, as well as, of course, sponsored by SteelSeries, which you can check out at SteelSeries.com. The schedules and standings you can find on the website, which I just mentioned, obviously. Speaking of that, our next 2 series coming up, that'll be on Saturday afternoon, actually, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be Team Liquid versus 4 Sweet Revenge coming up, followed by E-Hug versus Team Dog. That'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And, of course, if you enjoy the casting, highground.tv. We've got a lot coming up. Obviously, the open qualifiers for the Summit for North America. That'll be at twitch.tv/highgroundtv on Sunday, obviously. A lot of teams already signing up for that, about over 100, I believe, or something along those lines. But a lot of games coming up for us to cast. And, well, for the ADL, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.